Alright. You may start now.
I don't fucking know. Oh, that's brutal.
Are you gonna do it?
Fuck no.
Why not? Oh, the permadeath or the survivor mode?
Neither.
Why not? Why?
I'm not playing a rogue. I don't want to play a rogue game.
Why do you refuse to challenge yourself, Kyle?
Do you want me to play it on hard then?
You'd rather play it on hard than play it on survivor mode?
Yeah, because if I die on survivor mode, that's it. We have to go back to the beginning.
Hold on. Can you go back to survivor mode real quickly? Are you sure you can't just turn off the permadeath on survivor? And unforgiving for survival experience. No mini map, difficult exploration, dark and dangerous nights, limited stamina, permanent death for beasts, and more. Yeah. Okay, so that means that like you actually have to plan out your hunts and shit. Just play it on normal. I don't want to see you fail on that.
This will be the first time I'm actually touching primal. So all of this will be new to me.
So, from what I understand, this is the first game in Ubisoft's timeline.
I'm guessing so.
What the fuck? What the fuck's even the story on this one?
I don't know.
Is the objective just survive? Oh my goodness, there's actually gonna be a story. I was fucking kidding. Oh my goodness, are these the fucking groups you're gonna have to kill?
I do find it kind of charming that they made a completely new language.
You think this is actually a language?
I'm sure somebody nerdy enough has fucking deciphered it.
It might actually be based on real language. Oh, hang on, Sunil. Sorry, I didn't have the comments up. Let me take a look. So Toriko, Monkey Martial Arts is different from Ultra Instinct, but all of his cells in sync and move at the same time. Okay. So what's the question you're trying to get at to know? Also, would it matter if all of his cells are in sync and moving at the same time? I think I remember hearing about shit like that where it's all like, oh, what if you make all your muscles pull in one direction? Yeah, but like the reason they don't pull in one direction is because we've adapted and our bodies have changed because they understand that not every muscle can pull in every direction effectively.
It does more than that. You'll have to talk to Mangler.
Yeah. That's weird. Why is its version of Ultra Instinct, or it's completely different? Oh, it's completely different. That's not what Ultra Instinct does. All Ultra Instinct is instinctive reaction. But what Dragon Ball claims is that by moving instinctively, you can bypass any attack of any speed.
Well, even that's kind of like not true.
Depends on what version, because the manga is accurate to the premise, but actually no, because then like, yeah, they're not very honest about that one. In Starjun fight, Toriko makes Sturgeon punch a hole. Starjun punch a hole through him. It's just like Mihawk made Luffy think he has cut his hands.
What? No, so what? No, so that's different. What Toriko has is subjective reality. Using the ultimate routine, whatever they imagine to happen, they make it happen.
So what Mihawk did to Luffy is also subjective reality? No.
No.
What Mihawk does to Luffy is Mihawk's killer instinct, or his hockey effectively makes Luffy see himself getting cut. The difference is that in Toriko, they actually have subjective reality. Hey Kyle, I'm confused. I thought like humans were vastly inferior to all animals, so what's that woolly mammoth doing there? Why is he just letting himself get eaten like that?
Because it takes an army to take one down if it's individual. Yeah.
I see like 4 dudes. Were spears actually all that effective when they just tossed them at them? Like, I mean, I get like, what, it's like a cut of 1,000, or death by 1,000 cuts?
You have to understand that it's usually like...
Fucking reality, stab it, you dumb fucks! Go on.
It'd be like hunting groups of like 10.
Man, thank goodness he ran to the slippiest ground imaginable. Slipperiest ground imaginable. So Toriko, early arc, a character imagined he has more bones to hit a person at speed of sound. It's really not imagination.
The series literally explains to you when he's sitting with one of the people after, I think it's the Chinchou temple, where he basically explains to you how the power works. It's subjective reality. Like, again, if you're confused about this, don't ask Zim, ask Mangler. You're on the wrong stream to ask.
Yeah, Mangler's read Toriko. I understand food, honor, but I didn't understand how sheer power influence another person's thoughts. That's not crazy in a lot of stories. Basically, it's kind of like when people panic and they imagine you doing something before you do it. A good example of this is when like people are scared in like real life and they think someone is like gonna hit them or that someone's gonna kill them. They just imagine it happening. But in fiction, there are characters who can make you imagine it and you think it actually happened. It's like
The difference is when it comes to subjective reality, they turn their imagination into reality.
Yes. Solo, it's you. Oh my nose. Yeah, no. Not too familiar with Far Cry Primal at all, unfortunately. Well, actually, probably fortunately. I've never really been the biggest fan of the Far Cry games. They're not. They're not games I can call bad. I just never really found them like all that worthwhile. So Starjun, sheer willpower, didn't believe it happened. That's how he survived. No, no, no. So now, so these are two different powers. Or Starjun has subjective reality where he can rewrite reality based on what he perceives it to be, presumably. Again, I'm not that familiar with Toriko to answer his question, but that's different from what the other people are doing, technically. They're similar powers in theory, but in application, they're very different. Also in scope of what they can actually do. Think of a Naruto example where
Yes, use an example from a series you're not familiar with.
well, yeah, dipshit, because I would just say Genjutsu and Izanagi. Because those are two different techniques that basically create what the person wants you to see, but one's actually shaping reality and one's not. I may not be familiar with Naruto, but I know the fucking Sharingan techniques enough to fucking use that. Or am I wrong?
I would say it's easier for you to use Izanami for that example, not Izanagi, because Izanagi is weird.
I might have misnamed the one. Which is the one that reverts? Which is the one that reverts reality or that like creates reality? Is that Izanami?
Technically,
I'll fucking kill you. Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit.
Look, it's technically both, but I think the
I
one that you're looking for, the one that Kabuto was in, is Izanami.
I'll kill this guy. That's why Starjin's lost last form an overpowered punch, which he couldn't subjective reality. Yeah, probably. Against Senel, unfortunately, at least I haven't read Toriko. Mangler said it was good. I plan to read it at some point this year. Yeah, again, unfortunately, just not too familiar with it. I've heard good things about it, but that's as far as it goes for me. Bro, that shit contradicts like Dragon Ball. The stronger the enemy, the hacks don't work. No. That doesn't contradict. It's different verses have different rules.
This is where a lot of like Dragon Ball fans who have only ever debated Dragon Ball um, don't seem to understand this. Where it's like, oh, but this power can cancel out the strongest because that's how it works in this verse. It's like that's fine, but it doesn't work the same way in that verse, so you can't apply the same rules.
Yeah, that's kind of why like you always have to scale series in a case by case basis. We all try to use like some degree of like math and physics to keep it all consistent. But like we are making the assumption that all verses operate under what we perceive as the standard like physics of our world. Maybe
But
I'm
this is where we get into a problem of like asking like creators and shit about how this is why like some things like directors or authors say can be taken and others can't, because there are times where it's like they do or don't intend for things to be as strong as they are, and it's like, well, that's not really up to you because we're going by what we're shown, while some things like law are fine to take.
yes. Maybe I'm thinking how this works in real life physics, including that's the problem. It's fiction, and the author world he writes however he wants. All what you need to understand is that every world has its own sets of rules. We're just all under the assumption that everything works the same. Because if you can't go by that assumption, then you can't scale at all.
We use physics and all that because it's the only consistency that we have and that we try and use. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Yep. That's why some people get mad about like fucking scaling using physics and
It's
stuff.
it's why anti-power scalers get as angry as they do, because they can't fucking comprehend that. Because they can't separate the fact of like it's fiction. Sometimes you have to suspend your disbelief, and not everything is like, you know, obeys by the rules.
Anti-power skills are some of the weirdest fucking people. Because like I've been seeing more comments and posts about them. It's all like, oh, why would you waste your time doing this? Why are you guys being losers doing this? And it's like, why don't you guys get a hobby and like do something else then? How do I
No,
say?
no, it's literally like, don't be mad at us because you're fucking upset that you're too stupid to fucking understand how power scaling works.
It's always funny because whenever you meet an anti-power scaler and like whenever you actually talk to them, you just end up realizing they're a
I,
guy who just lost the debate.
no, they're just people who don't understand how scaling works, and they get really, really fucking upset that people use it against them. Because again, every major anti-power scaler has the same fucking shit villain origin story, and it results in they were in a server where people weren't nice to them, and when they tried to express their ideas about scaling, they got bullied, and then they just, instead of having a vendetta against the people who made fun of them, they just thought fuck scaling. No, Zim laughs because he knows exactly what I'm talking about, because it's the exact same shitty origin story for all of them. Here's the thing: it doesn't matter how hard an anti-power scaler tries to tell you that that's not the case. You keep digging hard enough into the reason why they're an anti-power scaler. That's the reason.
It's
It'll be
it's
something along those reasons.
it's usually always some guy got treated unfairly or got bullied in a server in a debate, and then he basically just got a hate boner for power scalers.
Yeah, instead of you know, disliking the people who made fun of them, they're just taking it out on scaling. This is the reason why anti-power scalers also are fucking woeful at debating. Because we bring statements and all this shit, and it's just like, but it doesn't look like that. Because here's the thing, they also despise statements. If it's not a feat that's physically on the page, they will not accept it.
Oh, hold on. They despise statements as long as it's not for a series they like. Because Gurren Lagann, I have seen get so much leeway on its shit by a lot of anti-power scalers just because it looks strong.
I think it's funny that after that video came out, more and more people are under the assumption of like that was not even like handled well, and they absolutely had a bias.
No, like it's literally like most people now have just gone to the point where they can just tell like, hey, this is a no limits fallacy. This is a fucking problem, but it is what it is. I like how the other tribe is called the Masters of Fire, and yet you can light up a wet wooden fucking branch. That's pretty impressive for not being the Master of Fire.
Little do you know, this is Pickle's origin story.
Oh, you see Jax losing the fight to Hanayama?
No.
He's getting stomped out. It's kind of sad at this point. I mean, I think Jack does beat Pickle flat out. So, I mean, he's gotten stronger, but I guess Hanayama's also gotten a lot stronger because, damn, he's just beating the shit out of him.
So as it, like I've nearly finished the Baki anime again, and I've pinpointed where the problem starts. You know, the problem of like he likes to use other characters to build up others, but then will drag the other characters down.
Yeah.
It started with the convict arc.
You think so?
No, it does, because so most of the people that the criminals fuck up before like the arc really starts, they were all people who did fairly well in the previous arc, which was the maximum tournament.
Ah, I see. Are we just gonna let the thing kill her from behind?
Well, they speak different languages.
So if Goku's in DC's verse, can he destroy multiverse, or the multiverse is so vast Goku can only able to destroy a galaxy and planet because how much bigger the world is compared to Dragon Ball? Okay, so that's actually an example. That's actually an example where you can actually look at it a little more directly, where it's like, yes, if you were to put Goku in a different universe, would he be able to perform the same amount of destruction? But to be honest, Goku is really weird about destruction because, like, if I really want to be a dick about it, I can just point out that Goku's never even destroyed, like, a universe to begin with. Everyone
if I wanted to be like a real ass to Dragon Ball fans, it's like you've got statements, but if I wanted to just like be a dick, the best you've got are like planets, unless you use the movie.
Now, of course,
I don't mean like Battle of Gods. I mean like the Broly movie.
Now, of course, someone will be like, "Oh, well, can't you make the same argument for DMC?" No, because we have a guy who just creates a universe on screen. How was the Wiley Tom episode? It was pretty good.
It was fun. It definitely felt like they were doing everything they could to make Tom sound impressive.
Jack character represents winning by any means necessary. Hey, he also needs to beat Yujiro for his own mother's death also. Did Jack's mom die?
No.
Yeah, as far as I know, Yujiro just raped her and that was it. However, I should offer a caveat to what I just said because Yujiro does rape his mom, but it's not.
How I put it, it wasn't exactly like
It's not that simple.
Well, it's not as non-consensual as people make it out to be, because again, like you've seen the like the backstory of the two of them, right?
I've seen some of it. Like I know she was into him, to some extent,
She
but then
she was in the women. You have to. It's kind of weird because this is like Yujiro when he's like 16 years old and she's from Canada, so she knows it's fucking. That's not even appropriate even for Canada.
well, well, yeah, but then like it's like her government like contacts her to try and kill Yujiro, right?
Yeah.
You know, I always kind of assumed that she was American and just went to Canada after she got like out of the military. Was she always just Canadian?
Um. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was just always Canadian. Because Jack's Canadian.
Does Canada not have birthright citizenship?
What's that?
Does Canada not have birthright citizenship where like if you're born in Canada you're a Canadian citizen?
No, that's every country. But what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure she was just like she was from Canada to begin with.
Ah, okay. Now hold on, we got Boo destroying the galaxy? No, that's wrong. Majin Buu doesn't destroy. Does Majin Buu destroy one of the quadrants or not? So to clarify,
Okay. So not on screen. This is what we're talking about. Where it's like you have a statement of that. You don't have a feat of that. Anti-Balscaler's 8 statements.
but Buhan's scream makes dimension shatter. So while that is true,
What that's more in reference to is the fact that you can scream loud enough to shatter the space-time barrier between universes, not these obliterating an entire space with his scream.
it also isn't clear how far the damage goes because we only ever see what happens on Earth. Now, of course, there's a good chance he was going to destroy the human world. Let's say that one. But that would be a special technique unique to Buhan and maybe Gotenks. You wouldn't assume Goku knows how to do that technique either. Especially because I'm not quite sure how much memories they keep when they're fused. Like, they're aware of what they're like when they're fused, but I don't know if they actually, like, know the details of what goes on.
They never really delve too deeply into what it's like when they're fused. The most you get is that they're basically a different person with the personality traits of both people.
Yes. Apparently, Star Rail's new trailer for Phaenon shows freaking the end of the world for all the planets and how they all die to destruction.
What are we entering the end game?
I'm not sure if we're entering the end game, but apparently, well, Phaenon's the newest Lord Ravager, or Lord Ravager, I guess, in his new form. So they're showing you what the other Lord Ravagers are like and what's gonna happen in like the Nuke's grand plan if he succeeds.
Nice.
Bellabog gets attacked by a robot Ravager that corrupts all machines, and people were just straight up like, "What are the chances that Swavarg or whatever ends up hurting Clara as a result of that?" People were like, Sampo, save them. They just have 2 useless lesbians and a fucking debt collector. I mean, she's an agent. She tried to trap to kill Yujiro, but he have her goggles and throw her body to kill people. I'm like, bro, you assault a woman even though she tried to kill. Where's the humanity? I'm gonna keep it a straight buck. If a woman tries to kill you, do not like not do something about that. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean she's allowed to fucking try and kill you. It's like the strongest person can do anything inhumane. After that, he never sexually assaulted any girl, but also he done that to get power up Baki logic. Well, Yujiro does sexually assault other people after that. It's just that he doesn't sexually assault women consistently after that. Because, would you say Baki's mom was consensual or not?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I know there's that one story about Yujiro raping that fucking dude.
So this is how you have to like. The way to understand Yujiro's mentality is, in his eyes, the weak don't deserve to live. They deserve, the weak only serve to feed the strong, and everything beneath him is a woman.
Yujiro, when he sees pictures of his past self, just sees nothing but fucking female Yujiros. Yujiro's freaky. Yeah, technically he is pretty freaky.
Actually, I think it's a fun discussion to have that could be turned into a video. Is if all the criminals were to fight each other, who would come out on top?
I've seen that debate all over the place. Not to say it's...
I've got, after going through the criminal arc again, I've got my opinion. It'll be interesting to see if you agree or not.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the criminal arc.
Because I've got my ranking of like strongest, and then who I think would actually like win in a fight.
Hello, Pim Demon. Bro, Kenichi, my disciple, the grandfather, will be a good version of Yujiro. He's strong, but he didn't do any shit like Yujiro. To be honest, if people would have just left Yujiro alone, he probably wouldn't have done half the shit he did. Also, in 3 weeks, Destiny 2 DLC shows up. Nice.
Most of the stuff that you see from Yujiro is usually retaliation. Because most of the people who fight him usually seek him out and want to fight him.
Hello, Zim and Kyle, or should I say Devil? No, Devil's not here today. But in manga, Kenichi didn't have any major wins. It's like he can defend himself from getting bullied even after all the training his teachers save him. Only in an alley fight, he beat 3 grown men. That's it. Kenichi has a lot of wins under his belt. He just doesn't like fighting. which limits his fucking actual ability to demonstrate what he's learned from his teachers. That's why a lot of his enemies give him a lot of shit for being that way. Because a lot of his enemies flat out call him out on it, where they're like, your teacher's training just wasted on you. Kyle, why are you playing trash? Everyone knows only Far Cry 4 is good.
Assuming Tim said that.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to hear that from somebody who plays fucking Elden Ring or Soulsborne games.
Yujiro just kind of sounds like Akuma, but more freaky. It's valid.
Oh, so you know how we both agree that like the biscuit feat is legit and he does move the planet.
Yeah.
I have more reason to back that up. So you know what's one detail that people say that they don't say?
What?
That's very odd. So for the camera to move, it's not just them moving over a certain speed.
Hello, Melissa.
They have to be moving over a certain speed and out of the sight of the camera, and that's when the cameras freak out. If they're still in an open area where nothing has changed, then the camera should not need to refocus.
Yeah.
And when he's fighting Che Guevara, they're in a completely open area and they are not that far away from each other. And this is also like something that's not even super consistent, especially when in the same scene where that happened, Yujiro is in a car being driven.
The anime version ending was satisfying. The manga one was like he lost but won. That's fair. Bro, Akuma sells food to kids for a living. He only beats adults in tournaments, or if they question his power to path, he's not evil. Akuma's straight up evil. What the fuck you on about?
Akuma's entire thing is being evil. The Satsui no Hado is about being evil.
It'd be more accurate to say that Akuma can control his instincts and desire, and his just his instincts. He's not a wild animal like Yujiro would be more accurately compared to. I think Yujiro's father made a big mistake. That he didn't have a brother or sibling. If there was competition, maybe he would have never been like this. Yeah, as long as you don't try to fight him or if he sees you as weak, Akuma's actually a pretty chill guy at times. Yeah, Yuichiro should have tried to have another kid, but honestly, Yuichiro's kind of at fault too. It sounds like he was just a shitty dad. I didn't realize they had customers in the fucking past. Good job, Kyle. You've become the child of prophecy once again. That poor rat. Kyle, do you agree with the Akuma versus Shao Kahn death battle?
I don't know. I don't scale Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
Most hygienic drink in the prehistoric era?
Do I have a game where I'm not fucking drugged?
No. When does this Far Cry Primal take place in the Primal timeline? I think you're still Neanderthals, or are you already humanoids?
We're primitive humans.
Okay. Kyle, how long are you going to be streaming for tonight? Probably like another 2-ish hours. Bro, Satsuno Hado wants to control the evil that the path he has taken, but Goken wanted to show the power of nothingness as the path. That's why he hates Ryu, who didn't master Satsui but learned Goken's technique. Yeah, because Goken's technique is effectively better. So this game takes place before Far Cry 1, just a little bit.
Just a few years. I'll never get over that mind fuck of the day you told me that, like, what was it? Red Dead Redemption 2 is like, what, 50 or 70 years before, like, 5?
Before GTA 5?
Which sounds wrong. But then I realized, like, no, no, it has to be wrong because wouldn't it be taking place in the 1800s?
No, okay, so there is a cult in GTA 5 that alleges that the world has only existed for 150 years. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you meet a time traveler who matches the description and clothing of the cult as one of the chosen of God. In order for that time traveler to exist and travel back in his 30s, because he's a baby. You meet him as a baby in Red Dead Redemption 2. That means wherever he comes from has to be close in time to Red Dead Redemption 2. Which means that the cult that claims that the whole world is like 200 years old is actually correct.
Are we ever told what year Red Dead Redemption 2 takes place in?
Uh, we are, but the problem is that so GTA is based on our history, but this is a cult that claims that history is wrong. No one would be able to know the dates are wrong because everyone just assumes there's a past.
I was not expected to get mind fucked by the fucking Rockstar iceberg.
Also, I think you can meet God in the actual online mode, or at least a representative of God, and he's one of the cult members. Have you guys heard of this fan-made Naruto series called Get Money Naruto? No. When you have time, I highly recommend watching it. It's very funny. Fan content seems to have gotten a lot better over the years. I started watching Pokemon Horizon. It's great. What is Pokemon Horizon?
Nice!
It's the new Pokemon show where Ash isn't the protagonist. Oh yeah, because we have a new Pokemon series, right?
I suppose we do.
Yeah, because Ash actually ended up becoming a world champion, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever hear about Ash in the new series? Yes, but still fodder to red and gold. Those two Pokemon trainers are so good, especially gold, because they're scaling. He's planetary. He's taking Pokemon attacks.
The protagonists in Pokemon who have the best scaling is fucking Dawn and Lucas.
Castris, I still need my fucking soul. Go get my soul. Zim, what exactly is your thing? Because Mangler's the sci-fi guy, Kyle's mostly the fantasy person, and you're a weirdo. Damn.
Degenerate.
I am not degenerate.
You're not a degenerate.
I'm not degenerate. I'm wholesome. I only watched all episodes. I haven't heard anything about Ash. Zim, 3 letters RIN. I should read the Pokemon manga. You should. Also, he's not that bad. Bro, Pokemon manga, the trainer Gold gets ambushed by Giovanni with 4 Team Rocket members. He tanks their Pokemon attacks and saves his Pokemon. It's basically an assault he tanked. If a character Rin was never there is Naruto, then Naruto probably didn't happen, right? It takes place, the story will be different. The fuck? Zin, when's the next High School DxD book review? Currently working that situation out. I have most of the book done. I just haven't had time to record effectively. I feel bad about that because I've been saying that I would have had it done like last week. It's just that things kept getting in the fucking way, and then I fucking got too tired, and then I had to go to fucking Vegas. Life got in the way. I'm trying to get it out because I also want to get the versus matchup out so I can work on some other videos. But man, life's just been getting in the way. People apparently think a new Witcher 3 Wild Hunt DLC is coming. Idiots. Idiots, all of them. I bought Gungrave Gore tonight. It looks like DMC. I'm going to give it a try. Nice. Yeah, just make another DLC at 9 years, even though we're working on The Witcher 4, because that makes sense, right? So it's entirely possible. Borderlands 2 got DLC right before Borderlands 3 came out, so it's not like it hasn't happened before. Apparently Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is gonna be $90, and I'm like, you were the chosen one? Work.
Smarka katakar, war tichaskaman schlausarsch, machi winja wamarsch, aguapati pacharsch, aish pauha damshamas, ulash waishwaida, winja cha tichaya. takar.
Borderlands different, they crazy. It's the same example. Is that right or wrong? Get good. Okay, I actually like that a lot. So I'm doing the Star Rail quest where freaking you have to make the vote with Anaxia for the the council meeting, and you can't talk to a lot of people, but you can talk to two people, Agalia, and the other elder bitch. And if you talk to Agalia, she just gives.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How are you pronouncing that?
Agalia? I don't play the game with fucking sound. Fuck off. Like, the most I get through with the story is this one. Whatever. Point is, we're gonna call her Ag over here. She just fucking laughs. That's fucking great. But yeah, no. It's possible they'll get DLC. It is. It's highly unlikely, but it's possible.
I mean, never say never. DMC5 got fucking the Virgil DLC 2 years after the game came out.
True. Well, as in finally heard a woman laugh. Damn! The reason cross... So, hang on. I'm gonna look this up real quickly. So, you're saying Sonic Cross Worlds...
Oh, okay. I'm thinking, you're not looking up where a woman sounds like when she laughs, are you? It's sad.
No. Jeremy, it says it's gonna cost $70. Are you sure you got the right price?
Was it like an Ultimate Edition or something?
He probably saw like you want to know what he saw? He probably saw the edition that comes with the battle pass. Yeah, it's a $70 game. Yeah, so it's $90 to get the battle pass and early access. Yeah.
Silly.
Thanks for the info, man. No problem. Super Saiyan 2, Future Gohan versus Future Android 17 and 18. Future Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 would have won that fight. You know, it's kind of funny how this place looks slightly less shittier than the nuclear apocalypse.
And yet, the nuclear apocalypse looked better than Detroit.
Is that like a this fucker? I like the idea that you're the ancestor to all of the Far Cry protagonists.
That would be a pretty cool comeback.
Yeah, no, that's the idea, that this is the origin point for those protagonists. That's why they all have the same abilities and stuff. Kyle, what games are you going to be streaming next after you beat Far Cry Primal?
Not sure, because I know after Primal, we'll be taking the break because the last one will be 6.
Yes.
Which people in reviews will tell you up and down, oh, it's bad. It's not bad, it's fine. I think it takes a lot more from Just Cause than I would like, but other than that, it's fine.
The problem is I think the problem with Far Cry 6 is they banked way too hard on having an A-lister celebrity be their villain.
He does a good performance.
Yeah, but he's kind of been typecasted, so like you kind of expect certain things from him.
He's the type of person where it's like, I was expecting a good performance. Doesn't make him a good villain or a memorable villain. It just means he had a good performance.
Yeah, which is the problem. Oh, I actually like that. It's kind of cool. If you go back, you die.
What do you mean?
So I'm on. I'm getting my soul back from the underworld, so I'm walking forward. But if you turn around to look at the memories, you die. I like that.
I wasn't killed. I wasn't killed when I did it.
No, yeah, you're pushed back forward, but the implication is that you die if you turn around.
What, is it kind of like an Orpheus situation?
Yeah. What the fuck? I thought this was a fucking joke. Fucking Acheron just comes out of nowhere. That was not the cameo I was fucking expecting in Amphorius. Acheron got fucking lost? Are you kidding me? Kyle, do you agree with Pokemon versus Digimon Death Battle?
Which one? They've done two.
They've done 2 Death Battles of Pokemon versus Digimon?
They have.
Oh, that's wild. I was not ready for fucking Acheron just to randomly show up. I thought that was a fucking meme. Kyle, do you agree with the first Pokemon versus Digimon Death Battle? Which one was that one? You might have to refresh it for Kyle.
That was Red versus Ty and Agumon. That one's going to heavily depend on what you're willing to give for Red. Because it also depends. Because I'm gonna be very clear. You don't get to composite, like Red. So you either get to use the manga, you get to use the games, or you get to use the animated special from Origins. You don't get to use all of them
You know,
because he has different feats.
I just realized I guess Acheron's fucking existence bypasses death manipulation to some extent. She's actually got pretty cracked fucking powers for being the fucking emanator of nihility. When do we get emanator powers? That's what I want to fucking know. Some bullshit. Oh, that's fucking great. Man, only 2 weeks left until the GOAT makes his grand return on the Switch 2. Oh, Donkey Kong? Yeah. I mean, I hope you guys are excited for it if you guys like it. Alright, so it's time to die. Wouldn't these people? Well, I guess they're technically nomads, right? Because I'd say they'd still be nomads at this point, right?
Some tribes are, some tribes aren't.
Kyle, do you agree with Blake versus Mikasa death battle?
I don't fuck with Attack on Titan, so I couldn't tell you.
They had Blake winning that one, right? I'm pretty sure Blake takes it, to be honest. Even if Mikasa might have, I don't even think she has better scaling, but even if she did, Blake's actual semblance is not bad. The problem is that fucking in Ruby, they just don't use their powers effectively.
No, like, truth be told, all four of the girls have pretty bomb powers if you actually had a brain on how to use them.
Attack on Titan, one of the few verses that's more fodder than Ruby.
Well, here's the problem, like, before the debate even starts, I would have to ask people, like, how fast is Attack on Titan? Because if they're not touching, like, lightning timing, then they're not going to beat anyone in Ruby.
I think they're hyper to subsonic. I don't think they're massively hypersonic. Oh shit, you all playing Ooga Booga Far Cry? Yep. What's up, Aviator? Actually, Aviator, it's Unga Boonga. To be fair, that's actually a pretty generous offer at this point in time.
Usually they would just raid and kill.
Yeah, the fact that he's giving you a chance to leave is actually pretty fucking chill of him. Bitch, you saw me just get stomped the fuck out?
I got double arm choke slammed. I got 911.
No, the best character's being killed off for no reason.
Ha! It kills them all the same. I am a beast, aren't I?
No. Why would Star Rail do this?
Did you see what I did to my enemies?
I did. I saw him just get fucking bonked, basically.
No, did you see what I did to his dick?
No. Did you fucking stab him in the dick?
Is there something wrong with it?
Kyle, stop castrating all your foes!
Udam shanti ati. Wahaya takar. Sai marwa huwancha. Arsh darwan.
You impaled your dog in the head. Why is he still following you? Because he's a good boy. Dude, Kyle, you just drew a spear at your doggy. He's the best boy. Kyle's being generous. He just gave the dude a bigger spear under his loincloth.
Just be happy I couldn't get a spear when it comes to Metal Gear.
Kyle in a real war zone just guns down his enemies and shoots them in the dick to make sure.
You've just got to make sure.
PTSD via words on stream2.com. Remove the space at INNPRDQT.
When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives. Wild. Oh, right. Yeah, that's the Kyle. Do you agree with the Obi-Wan versus Kakashi death battle? Melissa, we've talked about that one before. Right. That's, yeah, because that's the whole point of Amphorius. I forgot about that.
What is?
Well, I just cleared the Anaxa, I guess, portion of the story where he dies. But, Phaenon's the Lord Ravenger. So, oh, okay, well, how caught up are you on the story?
Oh, up to date. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so you understand that the whole planet's in an endless loop cycle, right?
Yeah.
It's all to keep him at bay. Because he's the Lord Ravager. If he breaks out, the rest of the cosmos basically dies. Maybe they should stop killing his childhood friend in every single fucking loop, but whatever. No, but yeah, no, he's the big threat that they're trying to keep in check on the planet, so to speak, or at least Lygus is. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, Melissa, it just comes to how you want to scale Star Wars and Kakashi. Because Star Wars has fluctuating scaling chains. Well, Kakashi doesn't have that kind of issue with his scaling chains. It's still in a similar situation.
By all rights, when the time of that Death Bell came out, he shouldn't even have had any of the Sharingans because he can only use the purple lightning blade. It's stated to be faster and stronger than the original one he had, but he only develops that after he loses the Sharingan after the war.
Yeah,
and you would only ever know he has it if you read the fucking novels, which they don't take many of the novel fucking feats anyway.
Udang wanta.
Uda mari. Ul atikwaifa.
Papa. Laiwang haya.
So Kyle, since Naruto lost his
Palhu winja marirs.
Kurama, you think he's gonna train his Sage Mode harder?
Well, he's currently trapped in another dimension, so I'm not sure.
Shaus. Uls dawsam. Sana pweda siyang si Parishai. Salwa winja marwa.
Kyle, why'd you let her people die?
His weakness is a plague that needs to be purged. Only the strong survive.
You, Jiro, take it easy there.
Winja yi.
Winjab.
I'll probably get some writing done right now. I'm almost done with the chapter.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. And then I think after this chapter, it's just gonna be smooth sailing on the book. To be honest with you, I'm really liking where things are going.
Oh, is that so?
Yep.
And you'll send me the correct version this time, correct?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
You didn't last time.
No. I think I did. I think you're just wrong.
No. I'm not.
I'll have to play the Shadow vs. Evolve game with Newham one of these days too, because I know he's been trying to play. But yeah, no, we'll have to see how Naruto takes their story going a little forward.
Yeah, I'll have to catch up to the Boruto to be up to date with scaling. Because I guarantee you, like, when Naruto comes back, he'll get upgrades because he'll fucking find a way to like, whoever the current antagonist is.
Primal times were weird as fuck. Yeah. Are you just smacking them fucking... What the fuck? Are you high again?
No high, transmutation, and super strength. Let's go.
I know I'm asking for a lot by saying this, but could I just once have you not be fucking high? Like, is that ever just gonna be a possibility?
I don't gonna say.
I think you should stop letting yourself get taken advantage of.
I don't gonna say.
I disagree. need to start playing this game on my phone so I can fucking keep up with it since it's brand new.
And what's that?
That new Shadowverse game. Kyle, stop getting high. I keep telling him drugs are bad, and he just doesn't listen to me, guys.
I'm not high, okay? I'm just spirit walking.
Kyle, that just means you're high with extra steps. The drug you should take is weed. No, you shouldn't be taking drugs. Drugs are bad for you.
Not all of them.
Most drugs are bad for you. All drugs are bad except marijuana.
Caffeine's pretty good.
Snoop Dogg smokes weed every day. Didn't Snoop Dogg say that he's gonna drop weed? I thought he was dropping weed because it was actually getting too bad for him.
So, if somebody has a weed problem, I shouldn't start talking to them by saying, "Look, I'll be blunt with you."
You proud of yourself for that? Why even bother asking? I already know the answer.
If you hit them in the head, it'll just be blunt force trauma.
Shaskau himshala, masi waichai hatrawana, pal husashwa lim huhaya, ukau hiwaida, tu sasakwi.
I want to make clear, chat. This is who you guys embolden with this shit.
Emboldened?
Embolden.
My.
I didn't see the top end I needed. That's lame.
Clack, 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 clack goes the keyboard.
Get over it. I don't want to hear that shit when I have to listen to fucking nothing but fucking news broadcasts from your fucking end. I've learned more about Australian TV just because of the fucking background noise than anything else in my life.
You've let jack shit. All you're hearing is the footy.
Uh-huh. I'm hearing just excuses.
Not an excuse.
I'm hearing excuses. That's all I'm hearing.
People have excuses. I have reasons.
We call those excuses.
They're reasons.
Reasons for making excuses, maybe.
Just plain and simple reasons.
If you say so.
Oh, fucking. So you know that thing that problem that I'm having. It fucking got perpetually worse on Friday.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because my fucking best friend rocked over and they were having the fucking conversation because he brought his girl over and she's just looking at me and I'm just like, this is the equivalent of being in 9/11, jumping out of the window and somebody just opened up a fucking manhole cover. Thanks. This shit doesn't end.
Would I rather hear Kyle's doggy or hear Zim's annoying typing? How dare you, Jeremy? Zim, send me your player ID. That way we can duke it out to get match mission done ASAP. Hello, anyone. Okay, we have Y done, so we need A and B. Let's do this. We'll take care of it tomorrow, Newman. Don't worry. Because I also might have to look up a deck list to buff up my current list. It's not really doing too hot right now.
Oh, what day do you want to go over those threads?
Fuck. I gotta check out Mangler because I think Mangler wanted to clear up a day too.
Does he want to do the Fist of the North Star one as well?
No, he wanted to do a different one. I checked in with him on that one.
Do we have one or two threads to look at?
Technically, we just have one. Technically. Oh, fuck out of here. Ah, fucking fairy crafters. Okay, because those missions get a ton of currency. The more keys you get, the more war chests you can open. Yeah, no, I know. That's annoying. I just lost my fucking giant robot. Are you fucking kidding me? That's so fucking annoying. That's actually even more fucking annoying. Okay. Yeah, I have to wait on that one. Alright, there we go. Now we're back in business.
Never get old.
I'm older than you, whatever.
Wise words I can give you people. Never get old.
Is this just a generic +3/+3 then? course we're missing fucking Y. Why wouldn't we be?
Does America have bachelor's handbags?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, you know when you go to the grocery store and it just has like the giant roast chalk in the bag?
No, I don't think we do.
Oh, you poor things.
That just instantly fucking kill. Oh, okay, yeah, that's just a fucking insta kill. Wow, that's fucking absurd. Holy shit. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, she swings 8.
Warpati. Winja baldahata. Baubauda brashtar. Udam shanti. Winja yaudash. Kusakwi haita.
Ah, it's annoying. Gosh darn it.
Suyudi.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Fucker.
How many cards do you still have in your fucking hand?
Tawinja. Brashta hasmas.
Okay. Well, yeah, we lost this one. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, now you show up in my fucking hand. Is there not just fucking surrender bind in this fucking game? Oh, that's infuriating. I should not have lost that fucking match. Fuck out of here. I think smoke signals are one of the like actually craziest things about like old like people in terms of like ancient humans, I guess we'll call them. Oh my goodness, just let me surrender. Just let me surrender. Yeah. Actual bullshit. I should not have lost this fucking game. Actual fucking horseshit. Fuck out of here. Kyle, do you go with the Ruby Rose versus Ragna the Blood Edge DBX?
I don't know who won.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even remember who won that one. Ruby 1, but I mean DBX aren't even researched. Yeah, no. DBX is...
Neither are their death battles.
Kyle, no.
Did you like that one?
I was not ready for that one. That one just came out of left field. I played out all this fucking fairies. Are you kidding me? What a dick. Yeah, remember, guys, that DBXs have no research whatsoever, so they're not very important when it comes to discussions. Wait, what killed my fucking character? Oh. Bro, you do not have that many cards in hand. Fuck off.
Taka. Altimi Varta. Winjara Nartar Lajarsh. Winja Yauda Dachaya. Umbauda. Brashta.
Because if it was researched Ragnar by Ruby no div, yeah.
I'm just going to the toilet.
Alright, you're good. Bruh, ain't no way. That's annoying. What? Oh, yeah. Let me send you your let me send you a player ID. Fuck out of here. Do I really have to go buy the fucking more expensive fucking rarity cards? What the fuck is this? There's the player ID, new him, whenever you want to add it, if you're still on stream or not.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, cool. You get 3 legendary guaranteed card packs. That's pretty cool. That's not a character I use. Also not a character I use. Don't you just love when that happens?
Just hearing a lot of complaining from somebody who should be grateful.
No, because I don't play those fucking decks. I'm getting legendaries for every fucking archetype that isn't the one I fucking play. That's fucking horseshit. Okay, that genuinely is aggravating. I literally got it for every single group that's not the one I fucking use. That's genuinely infuriating. Section on Terra. Any more draw power in this deck? You want to find a save point and we'll call it there for today, or what?
You be tired, are you?
What? Well, no, we're 7 minutes out from 3 a.m., so it's like this is around the time we usually close off, anyways.
Very well then.
And
We finish this mission.
sounds good. And unfortunately, I gotta go to work again tomorrow because I did not get any days off this week.
You poor thing.
I do not want to hear snark from you. But alright. You finish your mission, you snarky bastard?
Snark?
Snarky fucker? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next streamer video. Take care, everybody.